I'm honored here tonight to share with you my power journey. And, it's been a real interesting journey for me. I want to talk about why I'm here, the power journey, I'll call it your pathway to freedom. And then I'd like you to ask yourself, why are you here? And what impact it is that you want to leave behind. So first, let's talk about the why, since we're using these terms. Your why is the reason you do things that you do. And maybe it's something you want to prove to yourself or to someone else. It could be your passion, your purpose, your mission in life. It might be your work. It might be, what you're doing for others, the things that you create. That's the why. And, I look at this industry, and I've been around for a while. So what's my why? I've been in this industry, energy, for 30 years and solar for 10 years, but I made a transition from selling dirty energy to clean energy for a reason. It's not because of what you see in the screen here. Sorry, I went one slide too much. You already heard that. Here's the blessings that I have. I've owned a solar company. I ran solar sales teams for two of the largest companies in the world. In this capacity, I've been able to help thousands of other active team members and generate a passive income. You heard Edgardo's description of the 4 types of income. I've been able to earn a passive income of 7 figures, but that is not why I'm here. I transitioned from dirty energy to clean energy for a lovely, amazing young, at that time, soul, now turning into a young woman who really is why I'm here. And that's my daughter, Emerson Rylan Thompson. Always tough to go through that. Emerson has cystic fibrosis. This is a genetic disease that has no cure. And when I started to look at how we were going to bring her home and what we could do to make things more comfortable, I uncovered some things that blew my mind. Not only that it's a big impact on children with respiratory disease, but how many people have respiratory disease in this country? 4 million people die every year from respiratory disease. And a lot of that's traced back to pollution, and particularly the dirty energy that we have. So that was my shift. And when I made the shift, I had to make a huge, I'll call it back then, a sacrifice. And you might be facing some of this today, those who are with Powur. You might be looking at this, I got to make a transition from one company to another. I want you to know what I went through, only because I want to put it in the context. Because people look at this and say, Charles, you've been around for 30 years in the industry. You've been with Powur for 7 years. Of course, you've had success because of that, but a lot of things changed. During the first few years of this company, the model wasn't what it is today. I lost family relationships. I had cars that were repossessed from my children. 2 cars repossessed because I couldn't afford the lifestyle that I had left to come here to make the commitment, to make the sacrifice to Powur. I learned how to live on a budget, and this one location became my favorite place that I had to go to a couple of times a week to be able to eat and get through. I lived in an apartment numerous times during the 3-year period of time with multiple people, a one-bedroom apartment with 3 other fine young men, to be able to get to what we had today. So I made a commitment. And what I'm hoping is that you'll look at this and you'll see the pathway. I knew that Powur had the vision. I had confidence and true belief in the leadership team of this company. And then, as we had laid out the pathway for the model, it began to change. And when it changed, I saw the path to freedom. And I'm wearing a shirt today because I truly believe in what it is that we've achieved here at Powur. And that's what you have the ability to do, is achieve a level of freedom that you might not really understand what that means today. So as I share this with you, I'm hoping that you look at these 7 key stages in this company. This isn't an overwhelming accomplishment. It's 7 key stages that you need to go through in the company. And the first, and there's training on all this, we'll talk about that, we'll come back to it, is to just become a bill collector. Don't worry about all the extra training. Don't worry about everything that it's going to take to be successful. Master that first. Once you've mastered becoming a bill collector, then work with a mentor. The mentors, Edgardo talked about that. Those mentors are experts in this industry, have 400 or more mentors on the platform who are here to help you succeed. They'll coach you, they'll train you, they'll show you how to leverage the Powur platform. You don't have to worry about all that. So just focus on the key, the basics that go through. And now, after that, you've learned it. Now, master selling solar. That's the third step. And make a great income. But the greatest thing about this is not just the impact that you're going to make, it's the income, rather. It's the impact that you're going to have on other people's life. And once you feel comfortable with that, start to refer other colleagues to use this platform. Nobody expects you to build a team unless you want to, or an organization, unless you want to. When you're comfortable, start referring other people to leverage the platform. And that's next step is to become a mentor in the platform and start to pay it forward. You hear a lot about economics and money and all that, but the reality is money is only made when you are having impact. And one of the greatest things you can do is to take all that knowledge you learned in the 4 phases that you went up to and become a mentor and start to share that, to pay it forward to others who are in the platform. Then you can start really building, if you want to, build an organization, build and run. Your business goes through these phases. It's one step at a time, though. Some people want to go out here and they want to start being big at building. You got to take it in phases. I still try to sell 1 to 2 deals or enroll 1 to 2 deals every single week so that I know what everyone else is going through in their journey. And I would encourage each and every one of you, if you want to be a true leader in this company, or if you just want to sell solar, whichever one it is, it starts with selling solar and then referring others to do the same. Then you can start to enjoy the lifestyle benefits that come from the commitment that you will have to success. But it comes in 6 easy steps before you do that. Learn 1 step at a time. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. And then if I could take it back to me for a minute, not that I don't want to make this about me, but I want you to see the benefits of it. Now what I've been able to do is I provided for my family. I've been able to take care of Emerson in ways that she was only given 3 months to live and then 3 years to live. And you saw some of those pictures. She's now 9 years old because I was afforded that amazing opportunity. I paid off the debt that I incurred. I bought cars for my children and paid them off. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't worry about carrying liability and debt. I've been able to travel, entertain, build incredible relationships. You see what Edgardo and I have brought here tonight. There's many, many people like that around the company. It's amazing the friendships that we've been able to deliver. I'm living a life, quite frankly, an amazing life on the beach here in San Diego. And that started when COVID hit. I made a decision. If I'm going to be locked up somewhere, I might as well be somewhere I can at least look at the water and deal with things. And it's blossomed from there. And now I'm moving with additional residences in Texas and in Florida where I can now spend more of my time out there. And I'm able to invest in the future for my family, not just taking care of what happened. But this platform has provided me with amazing opportunities to run a business without the headaches that go along with running a business, without all the challenges. When I had my own solar company, I had cost of office, I had insurance, I had staff, I had headaches. My check was the one going in the drawer before I could give it to everybody else, or before I could take my own. So it's such a shift without all the responsibilities that go along with that. And the very fortunate thing is I'm very close to marrying the love of my life. And that is because I was able to free myself of all the other burdens, all the other headaches that went along with making this transition from taking a job and working a job to owning a business and all the challenges that went, and I put it all in the hands of the Powur platform. And for a small fee of $49 a month, I don't have to carry insurance, I don't have to carry all the other burdens. It's the best investment that I've ever made in my life. So I ask you, what made you want to be part of Powur? You don't have to put it in right now, But I ask you to think about that. Why? Why are you here tonight? What is it that motivates you? What is it that drives you? This is for you to search within. And when you leave tonight, look at the potential that this platform brings to you by being able to own your own business without the headaches that go along with that. And what impact is it that you want to leave? So that's what I'd like to leave you with. Just a quick question before I transition back to the end of the power hour and the hour, the power hour. What impact is it that you want to leave? What is that? Type that in the chat bar if you would here. Talk to us. Let us know a little bit about what you do. I want off the doors for almost 20 years after knocking. Well, now you have a pathway to get there. 7 stages that you need to go through. Share with us what you want. What is it that the impact is? Or what is your why? Why are you here? Talk to us. That's what we want to hear from each of you tonight. You want that recognition of coming across the stage. We want you to have that recognition of coming across the stage. That's one of the greatest rewards. This stage is an amazing. What other solar company is out there doing anything like what you're seeing here tonight? I've been around it for a couple of decades. I know that's not happening. The company does it right. I want to create transition home for homeless women and children. Phenomenal. You have the independence that can be created through this platform. Mr. Jonathan Bernasso, I saw what Jonathan was doing in Mexico with several of the key people out there giving back. So we talk about income. I'm talking about income, but it's not just about that. It's what the impact that it is and how you can give back because of the power of this platform. I need to pay off my mortgage for my retirement, financial freedom and stability. Phenomenal. That is amazing. So listen. At this point, I'm going to wrap here because you need to know your why. We're going to teach you everything that it takes. You heard about the 7 stages that we're going through. We're going to give you the tools, but you have to know your why because it might get tough. Look at what I went through. I share that, and I'm not one who usually talks about the highest or the lowest, but I felt I had to share that with you tonight so that it's not just about me. It's about the fact that now people can do this in a year to 3. And this whole thing is called 3 to Free. You commit yourself to 3 years, and you can achieve freedom. You have to work for it. You have to have your why. You have to know how to manage through the trials and tribulations that are going to occur. And once you do that, we'll walk you through how.